Why do 80% of dictators rise during economic crises? Economic instability often creates fertile ground for radical ideologies and charismatic leaders who promise quick solutions. People, desperate for change, are more likely to support extreme measures and authoritarian figures. This was particularly true in the early 20th century, a period marked by significant economic turmoil. Let's explore how Hitler exploited the Great Depression. The economic collapse of the late 1920s and early 1930s devastated Germany, leading to massive unemployment and widespread poverty. Hitler seized this opportunity to present himself as the savior of the German people, promising to restore the nation's former glory. After a failed coup in 1923, Hitler was jailed. During his time in prison, he wrote Mein Kampf, outlining his ideology and future plans for Germany. This period of incarceration was a turning point for Hitler, as he realized that he needed to gain power legally rather than through violent uprisings. He wrote Mein Kampf, realizing he needed to gain power legally. Released in 1924, he rebuilt the Nazi Party with relentless propaganda, focusing on nationalist and anti-Semitic themes. The party's message resonated with many Germans who were disillusioned with the current government and looking for a scapegoat for their troubles. However, Germany's improving late 1920s economy slowed his momentum. The brief period of economic stability made it harder for Hitler to gain traction, as people were less inclined to support radical change when their lives were improving. Then came the Great Depression. The global economic downturn hit Germany particularly hard, undoing the progress of the late 1920s and plunging the country back into crisis. This renewed economic despair provided the perfect backdrop for Hitler's rise. Economic despair gave Nazis a boost, blaming Jews, communists, and the Treaty of Versailles. Hitler's rhetoric became even more extreme, and his promises of economic recovery and national rejuvenation gained widespread appeal. By 1933, Hitler was Chancellor. His appointment marked the beginning of a new era in German politics, one that would soon be characterized by totalitarian rule and aggressive expansionism. He swiftly crushed opposition, using the Reichstag Fire to pass laws granting him dictatorial powers. The fire was a pivotal event that allowed Hitler to consolidate his power and eliminate political rivals. By 1934, he was Führer. With absolute control over Germany, Hitler began to implement his vision for the country, which included rearmament and territorial expansion. Hitler violated treaties, rearmed Germany, and expanded aggressively, leading to war. His actions set the stage for one of the most devastating conflicts in human history. Stay tuned for more on Hitler's rise and fall.